We are doing career day at a local middle school. This will be my second year doing this and I love it. I love coming in. It's actually right around the age of Isabella, so it's really fun to talk to them about something that probably they don't realize. Yes, a bakery, but what we do manufacturing. So it's a fun time. We do some fun slides and we have some questions at the end. So last year I think I did 3 or 4 career days. I think it's super fun. A lot of people, when they think career day, you're gonna think of your classic mainstream careers, but then off the beaten path a little bit is not only like a chef, but really food manufacturing and how kind of different that is. So it's nothing that I've come into and I've met somebody else doing it. So I think it's also showing the kids too. I talk a lot about the different facets of what I do and different careers within what I'm doing. Some schools allow me to give out the products to the kids. Unfortunately, this is one of them that do not. The teachers will enjoy it, but I bring it so that I can show the students from the beginning to the end of what we actually manufacture, how involved we are with our packaging, and the details that are required to not only make the product, but also put the film on it, put it in boxes, and then ship it out. So it's something that's really from the beginning to the end, explaining it to them. So hi everyone, my name is Karen. I am the owner, operator, and founder of a company called My Cookie Dealer. So I started My Cookie Dealer back when I was baking just for my husband. It was a half-pound cookie, a huge cookie. And I would bake as much as I could, and then I would put it on Instagram before I even had a website. And the first people that would comment, I would send them how to pay, and then I would ship it off to them. And so this half-pound cookie became really big during the weirdest times in Long Island. It was COVID. You guys are about the age of my daughter. She was 2-3 during that time, and everybody was at home. And so what makes people happy? Food, comfort food, something, right? We love to be able to bring people together. So food became really big during COVID, that people were at home and they were doing deliveries. And so I would bake these crazy half-pound cookies and they would sell out in minutes. I would post online on Instagram and I'd say, I baked all of these cookies, these are the flavors I have, and people would buy them. But if you did put it in your cart and you didn't get it fast enough, you didn't get the cookies. And so I was breaking the internet during those times at Shopify. It would close it down because it was too many orders within seconds of each other. And then COVID was really weird because UPS and FedEx was having so many problems because everybody was at home and it was really difficult to get the packages in time. And so what we saw when we started packaging all of them and putting labels on, I said, oh, these are towns that I know. And so what I did is I asked my FedEx driver, how do you know where to go throughout the day? He said, oh, we use an app. I said, okay, let me look into that. So I looked into the app, and then 2 weeks later, I bought 6 Mercedes-Benz, and we started delivering them door to door. Why? Because it was fun. It was COVID, it was crazy. And so it was something that my business, that was something that we thought would be really fun, right? You order these cookies, and sometimes within an hour, a person dressed in all black would come to your door and drop the box off to you. COVID was weird. You guys don't remember. That made people really happy. And then people after COVID started going from home back to work. That's when I started making a shelf-stable cookie. What do you think the difference between a cookie that would be something that would eat immediately versus one that you would see on a shelf. Preservatives. Yes, absolutely, right? So how would I know? I don't know. I was just somebody who made some cookies for my husband. I now have to become a food scientist and learn how to do these things. Teach myself how to use preservatives, how to make things shelf stable. So you can see my facility had changed. I was just hand rolling the cookies. And then when we went into mass producing, I had actually invested into a $500,000 machine. This machine, what I was doing by hand, I was able to do with a machine. So I make over 100,000 products in one day. And I'm able to do that because I've taught myself efficiency and bought products so that I can do it well. And so I understood my business that I needed to invest in myself. Instead of going on really cool vacations and doing lavish things with the money, I bought pretty boring machinery. And then I would buy another piece of machine because if one machine went down, I was able to still produce. I taught myself how to become a manufacturer. So it's a little bit different than a baker, right? Because being able to produce 100,000 cookies a day is a lot different than just fulfilling local people with some cookies. So I was featured on a lot of cool things. So we have the Sunday newspaper. The New York Times reached out to me and they did a whole Sunday piece about it because it was unheard of a business baking everything that they could and then selling it. Most people, you put an order in and they would bake to order. I did it a little bit different like that. And then I got a really cool phone call. The Empire State Building called me and said, we want to do our first ever pop-up and we want the Cookie of New York to be there. And they were talking about me. I was like, I'm just some girl that made a couple cookies and here I am in the Empire State Building selling my cookies.
COVID kind of made you have a business?
So the cool thing is, if we go to the next slide, does anybody know who that is? Does anybody know who the guy next to him is? Nope. It's actually my husband. And he was a top professional bodybuilder. So he was top 10 in the world. So these are people that actually enjoy my cookies and like them. So I was really, really lucky before COVID. I had some pretty cool friends that I sent them cookies and then they post about it. And that is what they call guerrilla marketing because it didn't cost me anything but sending some cookies to some friends. We do, a lot. My daughter, who's about your age, she's got to go to Dubai with us on Emirates and got to fly upstairs on business class, all because I made cookies. Pretty cool, right? All right. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.